Hello, welcome to Dungeon Rollers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Uh, what happened this week is that we got like a copyright strike over an image in one of our videos. And because of that, we're going to try from now on only to have our videos be on camera. So that's why we're doing like this. Maybe after, and because of that, a lot of the shows we were doing are getting canceled. Like the No More Takusatsu Thursdays, unless I'm reviewing like a DVD or something that's Tokusatsu related, and anime stuff like that, manga reviews. We're taking a break from that, and we're just gonna focus on comic reviews for the next 3 months until the strike is over. Then maybe we'll go back to podcasting, but for a while we're done, right? So in this video, it's our 4th of July special. We can still do it because we only got it's our first strike, so we can still upload, right? So for our 4th of July special, we're not reviewing a movie, even though I said we were, but we're just gonna stick to comics. This time we're reviewing Red Menace Volume 1. Sorry, you can't see the whole thing. Yeah. Red Menace Volume 1. And Red Menace Volume 2. Both written by Ed Brubaker. Though this one is written by drawn by Mike Perkins. And this one is Steve Epting, right? This came out in 2005, and it's 2005. There's the back art. It collects Captain America issues 15 through 17, and Captain America 36th Anniversary Special by Ed Brubaker with illustrations by Mike Perkins and Javier Pudo, who worked on Human Target, and Marcus Martin, which the 65th Anniversary Special kind of is drawn in a Kirby-esque kind of cartoon style, which wasn't too bad. And this collects issues. There's the back art. You got Winter Soldier there, which this takes place after the Winter Soldier arc. It's a continuation, so you might want to read. That first, right? So this collects issues 18 through 21. Yeah, this one is like 11 US, and this one is 12 US. So the story for the first book, we're just going to review the first one first, obviously. The story for this one is Crossbones kidnapped Cynthia Schmidt, who is the biological daughter of Red Skull, who was brainwashed and de-radicalized by S.H.I.E.L.D. And because they didn't know her exact age, she was like a kid. She was basically a kid, but like Red Skull aged her up to an adult and gave her programmed all this shit into her head. Yeah. They de-aged her to a teenage girl, right? And Crossbones undoes the brainwashing and tortures her, so she can become her old self. And they go on a crime spree to try to find this guy named Alexander Lukin, who is the old ex-Russian general who killed Red Skull. But actually, it turns out he shares Red Skull's personality or some shit. Apparently, when Red Skull killed him, Red Skull part of his personality went into him. How the hell that happened, they don't explain. But you only find that out in the second book. But yeah, they're trying to find out where they're trying to find Alexander Lukin or whatever. While that's going on, Steve and Sharon Carter, an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., is trying to track down Bucky, who they found out is still alive, right? And they're looking for him, right? They find him in this town called Pillsburg, which is a very suspicious town. And it turns out there's a secret AIM facility right under the town that Bucky was there like a week before they got there, fighting a giant robot that Nick Carter sent him there. Which Nick Fury is like a rogue spy during all this. This is around the time before Civil War, where like Maria Hill is like the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. or some shit, right? So yeah, they end up finding like a giant robot. Crossbones and Cynthia are there. She's evil now. She's like, they're basically Bonnie and Clyde. If you ever seen that movie, which I haven't, but you've probably heard of it. Yeah. So that was a cool. This was a cool issue. I would give it like a 7 out of 10. I really liked the story at the end with the 65th anniversary, where you got to see Captain America in like the 40s during the war, teaming up with Bucky and Nick Fury and his Howlers, fight Red Skull and fight like a giant an ancient giant robot that some like German Da Vinci guy created, who apparently like Red Skull dug the robot up in this town, and like there's a little romance between Bucky and this resistance fighter girl. I thought this was a good read. 7 out of 10. Really enjoyed the art. Next is Red Menace, Volume 2, where it takes place mostly in London, England, where like Captain America teams up with some old superhero allies of his, Spitfire, who's like this girl with like super speed, and the new Union Jack, who's like just a guy in a costume, no powers at all, but he's like. But yeah, he's not I don't think he's the original Union Jack, but like Spitfire is the original Spitfire, which they don't explain how she stayed young, but it's like, who cares? It is what it is. Yeah, Captain America goes to England to investigate Alexander Lukin. It's revealed right away in this volume that Alexander Lukin and like Red Skull share the same body. They recruit some neo-Nazis in Germany to become the new Mastermen, right? Which they give them like superpowers, but it's only like enhanced strength and speed and like and flight. How Captain America and these guys beat them? I kind of with their powers. I guess it's just experience. I guess, but yeah, they create like Nazi Superman for like Captain America and these characters to fight, but they just get the Nazi Supermen get their asses kicked, and they kind of use them near the end to defeat the giant robot from the 65th anniversary, which shows up in this, right? So basically what happens is they go to London, England to investigate Kronos, who's having this huge like gala, unveiling a new building. What ends up, and also Winter Soldier's there to assassinate Alexander Lukin. But what happens is that Red Skull creates this creates this false flag attack against himself, where he has the Master Men and the giant robot try to kill Alexander Lukin, but obviously our characters defeat the bad guys and make Alexander Lukin look like a victim, and he talks about near the end the whole Civil War. Marvel Civil War plot point where like there's going to be a legislation making like mass character mass superheroes illegal, right? So I enjoyed this book. The art was cool, but there was some points in the art where they draw Captain America America's face really weird, and there's even points where he has like brown eyes instead of blue eyes. But overall, I enjoyed this book. The writing was good, the art was cool. Really cool to see some of the old Invader characters like Union Jack and Spitfire. Though I think maybe they could have updated Spitfire's costume a bit, but overall I really enjoyed this, and this is like the second book I reviewed that had Spitfire, Union Jack in it. The other book that I reviewed was the Baron Zemo Thunderbolts book that also had Union Jack in it. You can find it on my Marvel Comics playlist. So I really enjoyed this book. This I would give an 8 out of 10. Alright, so yeah, that's the end of our 4th of July special. I hope you enjoyed it. I would recommend, if there's like a complete collection, I would say buy both of the books, because you kind of need one. Because like buying them individually will probably cost more. So if there's like a complete collection, I recommend doing that. Alright guys, that's it for this review. Peace. Also, our next comic review is going to be that Punisher and Bullseye Deadliest Hits.